I think large language models will in the long term be kind of commodities. I always kind of compare it to the browsers that we have now. Many years ago, when I was very much hands-on in the .com boom era, we had various browsers, right? We had Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Safari, and a lot of people thought the browser war was where the real fight was, right? So whoever had the most powerful browser was the firm that would win through and kind of dominate the .com era. Well, that's simply not the case anymore. As you know, it doesn't really matter what browser you have. What matters is something else, and that something else, amongst many other things, is the technology that's built around the browser and in the browser, interoperability, and many other things. So I kind of view large language models in a similar way. I think it won't really matter which model you use in the long term. What will really matter is all the scaffolding you put around your use of models. At the moment, there seems to be a real push to use retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, less so on sort of supervised fine tuning. But when you have RAG, there's a number of guardrails you have to have and controls, things like context relevancy, groundedness, answer relevancy. All of these are kind of measures that you would employ, certainly during testing, and to some extent during runtime as well, so that you ensure that inconsistent outcomes are trapped before they're exposed downstream to either users, colleagues, or indeed customers. I think there is a large amount of work to do around the kind of the AI governance space, tooling around monitoring observability, and that requires a lot more work also from the teams that are responsible for reviewing outputs of AI. So in the banking sector, we have the first line of defense teams. So first line of defense are really the name of the teams that are, if you like, responsible for ensuring that systems behave in the way they should. Those teams are going to need to have the tooling to allow them to be able to ensure that they continue to do that. So there's a lot of new work for teams and technologists to make sure that we get there.